Hello parents, this is Miss Imagara, second grade teacher at Lewis Elementary. And today I'm going to show you how to access what your student is learning as well as their promotional standards via the HoustonHISD.org website. So first thing you want to do is go to HoustonISD.org and it's going to take you to this site. This beautiful website, all blue and white. You're going to click on Students and Parents, and you are going to go to Academic Resources. To see what your student is learning, there are a lot of different links you can look at here, but I want to zero in on two particular resources through this site. Snapshots. These are the tests your students are going to be taking throughout the year to see how they're doing based on their grade level content. For my students, you'll go to elementary, and here is a short little outline or calendar on when the students are going to be tested. For example, snapshot number 1 is going to be tested anytime from October 6th through October 10th. If you want to know what's going to be on that snapshot to start working with your student, you scroll all the way down and you click on Snapshot Outlines. For my students, second grade reading, you're going to go to ELAR Grade 2. And it's going to take you to this beautiful document that shows you every single thing your child will be tested on that snapshot. If you need help with how to work on your student with these particular TEKs, feel free to contact your student's teacher, or if your student is my student, feel free to contact me and I can show you how to work with your student on that. You can also, if you want to, you can also access the scope and sequence, and that is going to take you to maybe different ways to work with your student. See, its scope and sequence covers student standards that make up one or more learning unit part of instruction in the grading cycle. The suggested order of teaching, so how I'm teaching the content, and maybe you can look on there to see how you need to keep up with your student at home, as well as recommended number of lessons, so this tells me how many lessons I should be teaching on each particular TEK. Another resource we want to go to is I'm going to go back to parent resources, how to access the high frequency words. You're going to go to parent resources under the student and parents tab and scroll down to high frequency word evaluation. This is going to tell you an overview of what your student needs to know and how your student will be graded based on that. So let's go to promotional standard requirements. So each student must have at least a 70% overall in each course. Each student must have at least a 70% course average in reading or in math or in science and social studies. And they must pass their high frequency word test with at least an 80% or higher to move on to the next grade. Your student also cannot, and I repeat, cannot have unexcused absences of more than 10% within a 180-day school year. If they do, they will be repeating that grade level again. So that is very, very important that we keep up with that. So let's see, how do we look at how to access the students' high frequency word test so you can work on those high frequency words at home. Okay, to access your students' high frequency word test, you will need to click on Overview. Scroll all the way down and it will tell you, it'll give you 3 different options on how to upload the high frequency words. You can either click on the word list, which just gives you a long list of all 300 words that we'll be studying this year and how your students will be tested, or it'll give you little cards that you can print out and cut out so your students can kind of study them like a flashcard. Or you can actually upload it on a PowerPoint, so if you put your student on a computer, they can just study those words by clicking through the PowerPoint. Up here it also shows when the students will be tested on their high frequency word. The first time will be November 3rd through 14th for first and second grade, and the second administration is February 9th through 13th. Third administration is April 20th through 24th. There is a fourth administration, and that's to be determined. It'll be over the summer, but you want to make sure that your student passes that high frequency word test the first time. Well, that is all for today, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact me, Miss Emma Gara. If your student is my student, and if your student has another teacher, they can contact them. All right, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.